Welcome programmers for the part 2 of our ATM project. So let's begin. So the first thing whatever we want is first we want to print our ATM or the bank name. So welcome to Mounish National Bank ATM. Yes. So what is the next thing we are going to do? Next thing we are going to do is ask the user for PIN number. It should be definitely a integer value, and we are telling it enter the PIN number, or we'll simply say enter the PIN and we'll stop it over here. Okay, this is done. Enter the PIN and we have stopped it. Another bracket. Yes. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is after taking the input value, I'm gonna check the whatever we call it as the string length, whether it is a 4-digit pin or not. Before that, we thought of giving a user three chances. Suppose if you want to give a user three chances on what is happening, that means we need a counter. We need to count how many times he is telling it is wrong, or it is correct, or whatever it is. So first we need to create a counter. So to create a counter, I'll say we must have a count with three times. So while the count is greater than 0, then we still have a chance for our user to enter. So we'll say let us enter this pin number inside the count value. First we'll say yes, I have this count of how many times you have to enter. So now after counting, let's say after our counter is initialized, we will check on all the conditional options on whatever things we want to have on our pin. So first thing what I'm doing is I have to check the length of the string, whether length of our pin, whether it is a 4-digit pin or not. Since the pin is a integer clearly, now we'll be creating a string with something like pin value. I changed it into a string just to check the length, and I use the length function to check it, and if it is equal to 4, if the length of the pin is equal to 4, then I'll check whether the pin is 1 2 3 4, and here I am using the default pin is 1 2 3 4. Okay, after this is done, we'll get into this loop over here. Okay, and yep. So in this loop, what we gonna do? In this, after the pin is true, we want to bring out a start menu. So I'll create a function called as start, and I'll call the function whenever it is called, and here a start function is called. So let us say we'll create the start function later, but let us define a start function so that it will tell me to create it. Okay, we have defined a start function. So after the start function is created, I'll simply break it here and we'll end the program after it goes to the start function. So because it is true, I don't want all the other conditions, so we'll just stop it here. Okay, so after this break statement, what it has to do? So if your pin is wrong, I should definitely reduce the count to 1. I'm reducing. So now if the pin is wrong, the count is 3, it will just come to count equal to count minus 1. So it will become 2, and it will again check this if the pin is a 4-digit, or else what it has to do, all these things. Okay, so after this is done, we should give the user something like, dude, you have entered the pin wrong. So let us say you have entered the wrong pin. What else can we say? We'll just remind him how many chances he's having. chances left. Don't be a stupid guy, you have only this many chances left. So let us say format and let us say count. I hope you can see, no issues with that. Yes. So here this count statement is done. Okay. So now there is something I have to do. Yeah. So while count is greater than 0, what it is doing, it is saying enter the pin, and the next thing it is doing is checking the string length. We have converted that pin into a string and we are checking the length of the string whether it is equal to 4 or not. If it is equal to 4, we are checking if the pin is true, if the correct pin is entered. Then we are simply calling the start function, otherwise the count is reduced to -1, and when it goes back it will again say the count is greater than 0. So again it will ask you to enter the pin, and this stuff repeats until the count gets to 0. So the count, if the count gets to 0, then we have to say your chances are left. So let me say if count is equal to 0. If the count is equal to 0, what it has to do? If the count is equal to 0, let us say your card is blocked, brother. Contact the branch for whatever things they have. Okay, so we're telling it to contact the branch. Okay, so let us run this. I'm saving it. Control S F5 to run the program. So okay, it is asking me to enter the pin. Let us say I'm entering just 2. It is again asking me to enter the pin. Let us say 1 2 3 4. Okay, and it will just normally go to the start, but we are not given anything in the start, so program is executed since the program is correct. But somewhere over here I've entered 2. It is not saying anything. It is just simply saying enter the pin. I didn't like it. So if I don't like it, what should I do? Yes, if the pin is, so then enter the string. Okay, what I'll do is I'll simply say I'll give an else statement here. If the pin is true, okay. Else what should it do? Else I'm reducing the count here. I'm giving it another chance to enter the pin. So basically while giving another chance to enter the pin, I'm telling it to say enter the 4 digits pin number, and I'm telling it you have only this many chances left. The reason why I have used the count again is even if the pin value is less than 4 digits or greater than 4 digits, we can't give the user a whole day to enter 4 digits. So even for that purpose I'm limiting the count to -1 over here. There, okay, here there is a small adjustment we have to do while this is happening. So if the length is 4 digits, then it will come to here, this counter section. If the length is not 4 digits, it will come to this counter section. So remember the count value is being changed. There will be no issues. Okay. Normally we won't do this mistake. There is one limitation for this thing. Just I'm remembering it now. Even I didn't. So you can change it. You have the code now. You can change it. So the limitation over here is, I'll run it and show you. So I'm saving it, running it again. So let us say I entered this. You have, so the count now is 2 chances. Okay, 1 2 3 5, and the count now is 1 chance. So the limitation over here is the length count and the wrong pin count are both have been synced to a single count itself. Basically, I don't say it as a limitation, but if you want to separate the counter for the wrong pin and the right or the length of the pin, you can. So that's totally your whatever you call it as your wish on what you have to do. So this is basically the count function, or I can simply say the first pin value, whatever it is happening, whatever the starting it is. So after entering the pin, we are given a start function. We have called out a start function. We have defined a start function, but what should be there inside a start function? So it's a start menu. Basically, it's a menu. So I'll create a menu first. I'm using three quotation marks over here just to say that it will be a multi-line string. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is, sorry, yep. Okay. The first thing I'm gonna do is check the balance. Okay, done. The next menu I'll be having is cash withdrawal, DRAWAL. Okay. And the third thing will be my account, just to say that what are all the details I have in my account. The next thing will be the quit option, and I'll exit my multi-line string and I'll close it. So in the start function it is called, the first thing it does is it will show all the options inside my start function. So we have all our options. So what do we want to do? Let's say put a choice and we'll give an int and we'll ask the user to select your menu. Okay, we're asking the user to select what you want to do. So enter the choice, I can say, or option, whatever it is, your convenient. I'm saying choice 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can't enter something which is not there for that purpose. So we have entered this part over here and we have entered the choice. Yep. So if the choice is 1, sorry, if the choice is equal to 1, if the choice is equal to 1, it should check the balance. So let us say we'll create a check balance function over here, and the next one will be if the choice is equal to 2, we have to say check the withdrawal. If the choice is option 2, then we'll simply call the withdrawal function. Elif, say that the choice is 3, then I'll be calling my account details. I'll simply create a function called as details. Make sure that the indentation is proper. Should be like this. And the next thing will be the choice 4. And the choice 4 will be having the deposit function. And the last one will be the choice 5, that is elif choice is equal to 5, and if it is 5 then we'll create a quit function. You can type a quit function or an exit function, whatever it is, and else if the user enters not 1 2 3 4 5, it should say enter the correct option. Enter the correct option. Let's stop over here. Okay, so we have all these functions. So we'll just create all these functions now. The function will be check balance over here, and we'll say pass for now. Okay, and the next function is the withdrawal function. Withdrawal function, and this function will simply pass the parameters. Okay, and the next function will be the details function, and this details function will simply pass it. Okay, and the next will be the deposit, And the last one will be the quit function. Okay, we have all these functions now. In another session, we'll see what all code should come in inside these functions. Okay, that's all for this session, guys. Thank you very much for all your subscriptions and views. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for some more awesome content on Python. See you on the next video.